Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. So you are welcome once again. And today we are looking at one important thing. Two former presidents was dragged to court over misspending, over power projects, and they were forced to report to the court immediate effect. And the case level against them, if it is true, is going to lead to so many things. They may be jailed because it's not in Nigerian courts. That is, if it is Nigeria now, a lot of things people will say, don't worry, they will not. Because when this news broke out, a lot of people were saying that they will not attend it, but they were forced, they served them the letter, and the two of them have to go immediately. A lot of people, when I saw the news, I was just thinking, is it fake news or is it a comedy or what? Because we all know that in Nigeria, it has never happened before. How can you invite a former president to come and testify? But I now have to do my research, and I discovered that this is a foreign court. Nigerian government present the case, though it's involved other companies too, a private company. So, and they have to invite the two former presidents that were involved in this case. I'm going to read it out, and I have a lot of video evidences that I want to play. Also, I'm going to read it out so that for those people that are just joining, we don't carry fake news here. We say it exactly the way it is. So you are welcome once again. So all the newspaper, they have carried the news. All the newspaper, but I'm going to read a few of the newspaper, but the one in front of me here is Daily Trust. I'm going to read the way Daily Trust put it before we now play the videos. The case level against them, the two of them, the two former presidents, Olusegun Obasanjo and Muhammadu Buhari, is that there was a time that they supposed to do a power plant, whereby in Nigeria we have electricity, everything will be blinking. Those people, if you remember during Obasanjo, there was a kind of a power plant then. So, and they were showing us on NTA, AIT, all those television stations, we are going to have lights in less than 1 year, but of which you don't have it. So, and now, the president has now deemed it fit to drag the two of them to international courts, that they should come and testify. Why is it that Nigerians do not have the electricity? That is the case now. So when I saw the news, I was just thinking, so let me quickly read it so that we'll not waste our time. Now, according to the Daily Trust, the way Daily Trust put it, that's what I want to read out. So we'll look at it, how the case went in the court. This is the news from a Daily Trust. I'm going to show us, because of the light, you may not be able to see, but I'm going to read it out. You can Google it. It's on Daily Trust. All other newspapers too, they have carried it. $6 billion Mambila power contract dues. Obasanjo Buhari testified in Paris courts. So I'm going to read out the news. The two of them, they have dragged. And we heard that when they summoned Buhari was doing a kind of strongest, Fulani boy now, was doing a kind of strongest before they now rush. The presidency has to send somebody there. They send some people there that they have to tell him that this is not Nigerian court. You have to obey, or else the way they will do to you, you will not like yourself. So Buhari has to pack his bag, and Fulani, they don't believe too much in all those things in traveling. That is why they mismanage things. Anyway, that's not where I'm going. Let me quickly read the news so that we'll not waste our precious time. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo and Muhammadu Buhari are testifying before the International Chambers of Commerce, ICC, Paris, France, in connection with the $2.3 billion arbitration proceeding filed against Nigeria by Sunrise Power over an alleged breach of contract by the federal government. You can see that now. Now, let me read it. The source confirmed to Daily Trust yesterday that both leaders are in Paris in respect of the matter. They have to force them because it's a serious case. So it's not a case that you can just say you don't want to attend. You don't want to attend because those ones are ready to embarrass. They are ready to embarrass. Those are the people that do not allow us to have light. I don't have light now. In this my area, no light. So these are the people that cause it. You have to do everything. Okay, don't let me waste our time so that my people will not say, I say you have started again. A presidential spokesman, Bayo Onanuga, had Saturday night, okay, I want to say that Saturday night denied a report that the presidency forced some eminent Nigeria to testify in the arbitration proceeding taking place in Paris. Onanuga, who did not deny the existence of the case, had said all the eminent Nigerians involved in Nigerian defense in Nigeria, okay, defense are doing so willingly and out of sheer patriotism and conviction. President Tinubu and the entire country are gratefully to them. Don't mind them, was a lie. They force them. I'll bring another news. They have to force them because you know that in Nigeria, even in Nigeria, when they invite Yaya Bello, did he attend the court? Ẹ má ti máa sọ pé ẹ sì ní sùúrù lẹ́jẹ̀ nkadélẹ̀. Ẹ má ti máa sọ pé when they invite Yaya Bello, did he? You see, I just laugh when I see some things like this. When they invite Yaya Bello, ordinary Yaya Bello, governor of Kogi, not even talk about Obasanjo that ruled Nigeria for is it 10 years? The first military, then another 8 years for civilian. And Buhari, we all know Buhari as a dictator when he was there. He also ruled as a military, ruled as a civilian. So they now said they came gently, they did not come, they did not force them. Anyway, let me read it further so that we can understand that. Obasanjo media aides Kehinde Akinyemi told Daily Trust on the telephone yesterday that his principal is currently in France. Doing what? He, however, said he was not privy to what took the former leader there. I can confirm to you that the former president is right now in France, and that is the only thing I know, he said in a telephone conversation yesterday. You can see that Obasanjo had, in an interview with the Cable in 2023, said if a commission of inquiry is set up today to investigate the matter, I am ready to testify. Those of us that old enough, we understand that Obasanjo said this when his tenure expired. He said that they should not arrest any of his ministers because anything that took place during his tenure, that is the one that they should hold responsible. So now, and that is what is happening now because he refused to give us light. I think this what is causing all these things is that there was a time they were Asiwaju when he was governor of Lagos State. There was when he was governor of Lagos State, Obasanjo also deal with him very well. Those of you in Lagos State will understand what I mean because it affects Lagos State then. Obasanjo really deal with them. Their allocation was seized. A lot of things happening in Lagos State. They have to look for money to finance the Lagos State tax, multiple tax. That is how the genesis of multiple tax in Lagos, because they have to be taxing people to finance their. That's when Asiwaju also divide Lagos State also. He split it. But today now, because we are coming back to that, today now, he himself now is planning now that they should cancel it. And that is politician for you. When Obasanjo was the president, Tinubu owed power to Lagos State and he was doing a lot of things, all in all, for Lagos State. All in all. So I think this is the time to pay them back now. That is what is really happening. But the only thing that is surprising me is that Buhari and Obasanjo and Tinubu, they are from the same parties. But effort to reach Malam Garba Shehu, the spokesperson to former President Buhari, were not successful at this, as his line could not be reached through the call and text, including WhatsApp messages. However, other sources confirmed that Buhari traveled out of Nigeria, but could not say whether he is currently in France or another country. Okay, now how the case started. Let me quickly read that. Don't be annoyed, please. Let me quickly read that. I want us to get the sunrise on October 10, 2017. Stated the arbitration against Nigeria at the ICC Paris, seeking a $2.354 billion award for breach of contract in relation to a 2003 agreement to construct the 3,050 megawatts plant in Mambila, Taraba State on a build, operates and transfer basis value of 6 billion naira. So when they want to build the power plant in Mambila, that is in Taraba, they did not eventually do it. And when you are dealing with foreign companies, the reason why these people, the Sunrise, are taking this matter up is that, in abroad, all those companies in abroad, when they execute a project, it's a plus for them. Those of you, if you have dealt with this foreign company before, you will know. And that is the method they are using in all this Uber and all this stuff. If they do anything, they will ask you that, okay, please help us say something good about us so that other people that want to patronize us, maybe by the time they said that they have done a project in Nigeria and they could not find the projects, a lot of people are asking the question. You say you have a contract with the most populous black nation in the world, which is Nigeria. Fine. Now, where is the contract? You cannot show us the contract. And you want, a lot of questions like that. If they have succeeded in doing that, that's a plus on Sunrise company. They will be saying that, okay, Nigeria, the most populous black nation, we are the one that construct Mambila Power Project. We construct it in Taraba. If they are successful, they can say that they construct another one in maybe in Oshogbo, in Osun River, or any other river, or one in Ondo, maybe in Oni River, or Oduatin in Osun, or Kinikan River in Ogbomoso, or Kinikan River in Kogi, or another river in Delta. But now, there is no evidence. That is why, because a lot of people will say, why are they forcing them to international court? It's because if they don't do that, it will definitely affect the company in question, which is Sunrise, because nobody will want to come and do business with them. Because a lot of people, this is a social media era. People can say, look at them, they have a contract with Nigerian government. They just collected money. They did not do it. That is how they used to do. And besides, the owner of this company has to be a Nigerian. So a lot of things is what is going on. Somebody said he must jail himself first. Yoruba will say, let me say that in English. They said it's only a thief. They are not how to catch a thief on the rock. Abi? You understand that? When you low mess later, it's only a thief that know how to catch a thief on the rock. And we know that when a thief walk on the rock, it does not leave a landmark. But a very smart and a very chronic, they will know how to catch themselves. So what is happening now is that the presidency has forced them, because a lot of most of their aides are trying to deny it. They just travel. No, they did not just travel, because if you read what international newspaper, the way they put it, that we read it, the way they put it, that they were forced to attend the court session, or else they are risking the jail terms. And there is an embarrassment. It's better for them to cuckoo adjust and do the right thing. So let me continue. The former Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, in 2017 had described Sunrise Power as a middleman. Okay, the minister had said the Buhari administration was directly contracting the engineering, procurement, and construction EPC contractor Sino Hydro Corporation Limited, a Chinese firm currently handling the project. Okay. Now, after several negotiations, a former minister of power, Salim Maman, had in 2020 reportedly said the party had reached out of court settlement of $200 million, so that they are looking for a way now to silence, and let's settle this thing out of court so that we can continue with our home. And it's not done, because the reputation of these people is at stake. So they have to protect their own integrity, and that is why they are now dragging the federal government. They are dragging the federal government, and when they are dragging the federal government is now dragging the presidency is now dragging the two former presidents that are directly involved in this case, the one that started the project and the one that changed the contractor. So they are now challenging the two of them now, that they should come and testify in the courts. They were all there to say their own side of the story. And that is why in abroad, that is why all those white people, the way they do their things, if it is Nigeria, do you think these people, because them, they are all in Nigeria, they will not attend. They will not attend. The courts, let me quickly read that, don't be annoyed. The court battle took a new turn when Sunrise later filed a $400 million compensation claim at the ICC against government for breaching the new agreement. You can see that. The contract that we are even talking about is just $6 billion. Now look at what is happening now. Is that not wastage? Because if at the end of the day you pay this money now, without these people doing anything, they don't have anything to lose. We are the one losing, because the contractor will collect their money. If it is Nigeria, somebody said something sometimes ago. He said that in Nigeria, when you give out a contract, immediately at the point of disbursing the money, they collect all their own share. The few ones that remain, you will now go and be racking your brain. At the end of the day, you will be postponing the projects. You do it today, do it tomorrow, do it today. In fact, we have seen some projects in Nigeria that they just use some kangaroo. Let me use an example. There was a project on the road that they construct. Do you know that they started from the main junction, the middle, they did not do anything. Then the end of the road, they put some asphalt and other thing and the black pigment and all sort of thing. And they started camera from the front, and they show it to everybody that they have commissioned the road. And truly, the government came and they commissioned the road. That is how the thing gone. Those cases like that, we have seen a rural electrification project that they said they connect them to the grid transformers and everything. At the end of the day, they discovered that they use generator to power the lights. when the one commissioned and left, the whole city up to today, they did not have light. They use generator to commission electricity projects. Generator, they power the wire, they run the wire through bush. They just power the wire through bush. So they connect it to somewhere. They just show them, look at the light is blinking, and all the community, they were singing, they were in Nigeria, they were singing, they were praising them, they were doing all sorts of things. Thank you. After they left the place, no light till today. Those are the kind of cases we have in Nigeria. We all know when they were showing us all these things, that the thing was showing that if they should complete this project, Nigeria will have lights. But where is the light today? Somebody said that they're supposed to jail the two of them immediately. Anyway, let's continue. So the company in question now, which is Sunrise, now they now said they want to collect $400 million for compensation. $400 million for compensation. Now, the company had said the sum was to serve as an out-of-court settlement, which the government allegedly failed to honor as it had agreed to pay in 14 days after it was signed by a former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, that is Abubakar Malami and Saleh Mama, for the government, and the chairman CEO of Sunrise Power, that is Lemon Adesanya. I like what they did, because the integrity of their company is at stake, unlike some of the Nigerian company. And do you know that the reason why most of Nigerian companies misbehave also is that some of them don't pass through normal procedure. We have some company today that will start today and get the contract the second day. These are the company. Unlike if it is you are the one now that want to borrow money from the bank, they will say your company must have been 2 years in existence, 3 years of this, 3 years of that. They will give you all sorts of conditions that you can never meet up. And if a company like that starts today, get a contract tomorrow, now when they now misbehave, there's no way to trace them now. Nigeria is when you see a company registered today, tomorrow they will change their name, they go and register another company, because they are the one there in charge. They will register today, do all those nonsense they want to do, they will go and register another company, get another contract from another state, and they will not do it. If they ask them to supply 200 things, they will supply 90 or 10 or 20. The remaining one, they don't care. And that is the problem. But these people now, they say they want to protect their own name. They want to protect their image. They don't want anything to happen to their own image. So that is why they are now telling the Nigerian government, pay us $400 million. If you pay us, we are going to leave you people alone, so that we can use that one to settle ourselves. So that we know that at least if you don't get the contract, we are not losing. So, and that is how it's supposed to be. Because those kind of company like this, they have so many things at stake. Just imagine if they succeed in that project, do you know how many states also that will have called them for power generation? All this problem we are giving ourselves. We don't need all those headache, because Nigeria is highly blessed with a running water. There is no state in Nigeria that does not have a running water. The only thing is just that, and those that are into hydro, they understand what I'm saying. Those that are into hydro, there are so many ways they can do it. It depends on the level of the water flow, water energy. There's a way they will do it. There's some kind of machines and the engine they will bring, no matter how small the kind of water running in your states. Technology has seriously advanced. It's not until when you dig a gigantic as big as that of Kainji Dam. No, just a small water now we power a turbine. So because technology has advanced, But in Nigeria here, we don't want to. Are you telling me that even in Nigeria, we don't have a company that can do it? So, but these people said they don't want anything to tarnish their image, that the federal government should pay them. That is. So, we are still reading, we are still reading. The company legal representative, Femi Falana, then filed a lawsuit at the International Court of Arbitration on May 11, demanding $400 million as overall claim, including penalty. According to Sunrise, in its claim documents, the amount was to be paid within 14 days of the execution of the terms of agreement on January 21st, 2020, along with a 10% penalty if there is a default in the settlement terms. The company had also said it was agreed in the pact signed that it would be restored as the local partner for the current $5.8 billion Mambila power projects. A lot of, and in Nigeria, and this morning itself, they will just be calling big name, big money. That when some people that have not, see big money in their life, when they hear that kind of money, some people can faint. As I'm talking, you see a lot of people that have, if there is light in Nigeria, and there is a good network, road network in Nigeria, part of the problem in Nigeria will be solved, because you are moving your raw materials from farm or farm produce from farm to the city. You need a road network. You need a light to preserve those things. If there is light, people, there will be less attention on fuel now. There's no light, there is no fuel, there is no gas, there is no kerosene. And I just wonder how people survive in Nigeria. Honestly, sometimes I just look at myself. How do we people survive in Nigeria? Because most of the things that we call amenities, most of the things that we call social amenities, we are not getting it. We are not saying it. Anyway, let me round it up. Now, let me now say this before we round it up. If the president now, successfully, put all this thing in place, after 8 years, what will happen again? Is it the same set of Fulani? Or this same set of people? Tinubu may have good intention, I'm not saying may have good intention, or it may be to settle some political scores. In Nigeria, so many things can happen. When you are doing something, a lot of people will see you and say, this man is doing something, this man is doing something, this man is doing something, But by the time you leave, people will now say that, so this man is not even doing anything. He's just deceiving us. That is Nigerian politics. When Donald Trump came in the very first day, first 24 hours, he signed over 100 executive orders. That people can say yes. And they have been seeing it with immediate effect. This same Buhari that they dragged to court now took him more than 6 months to constitute a cabinet. He used that avenue to gather money into his own pockets. The same thing applicable. You can see the system. So what you are saying now is that if at the end of the day, Tinubu, because somebody is saying that in one of the northern elite said something, he said that after Tinubu finished this tenure, they will never allow any Yoruba to smell that seat again. You know why? Because of all this. They are dragging them. They are forcing them to understand. And that is why we are saying, even if Baba Tinubu tried, the way he's doing it now, if he tried and he later put some things, he cannot be there for life. He cannot be there for life. They will still, the whole system will still, everything. Let me use Lagos State for example. Everything that happened during Fashola is no longer there today. Those in Lagos State can testify to what I'm saying. Everything that happened during Fashola is no longer there today. Everything that happened during Ambode, that this, most of all those roads, that everything abandoned. So let's Yorùbá will say, ejeka TB sana ki èso ogun. Abi, I don't know, maybe that proverb is correct. Ejeka TB kiniko ki èso ogun. We should start using the small one to judge a bigger one. Fine. If you are doing the right thing, what if after you leave office, what will definitely happen? That is the question now. What will definitely happen after you have left the office? But now put your own comment in the comment section, because the two of them now, they are facing their trial and I think this is a good news for Nigeria, because it has never happened before to charge a president to a court, because we all know that we use veto power and everything in Nigeria. Please like, share, and subscribe. I beg you. If you have not liked, make sure you like. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribe. If you have not joined, please join us. On this channel, this is ISIN TV. We only analyze the trending issue. We don't carry fake news here. If you are looking for fake news, or those we don't do that here. We don't do that. Please help us like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.